Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Phoenix Point. We are going to blow up some Scyllas today. I'm excited about that. That's always a good time. Also, Synedrion's moon launch site is under construction. Right between the two Pandoran citadels, maybe the worst possible place they could be building it. But that's probably going to be helpful, right? Synedrion, we're still friends, right? Hold on. Yeah, look at this. Look at what good friends we are. And everybody's like, hey, could you go blow up New Jericho? I really don't have time. There was a time when New Jericho had, like, almost twice the population of Synedrion. And I guess they still have almost twice the population of Synedrion, because Synedrion's population has gone down pretty sharply. But I'm happy to see that the Disciples of Anu are sort of taking, like, we have friends, and our friends are doing alright. New Jericho, terrible. Terrible people, doing terrible things. But a lot of stuff going on in the world. We're going to stay on top of it here. We're going to stay focused and blow us up some enemies. Let's hope that we get lucky, and the Scylla in this citadel is also just hanging around at 200 health for no reason, like the last one was. Because that was pretty cool. It made my life a lot easier. And make sure everybody's actually got stuff in their guns. Why did that not... Okay, there we go. Weird. Maybe I didn't actually click the button. I thought I had clicked the button. How's everybody doing on ammo? It looks mostly pretty good. Are people over-prepared a little bit? Like, we have a lot of medkits. Do we need to have this many medkits? You don't need to have this medkit. Put this here. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. It says they don't have it. They're very close to full ammo. They'll be fine. Again, there's probably only going to be like 2 turns here. If things go the way we want them to go. We've not really had any problems with stamina. The loading screen tip here, I wonder if the deal with stamina is that because I saw this loading screen tip early in the series and was so worried about falling victim to it, that I've just been very careful about our stamina, or if the stamina system really is just in general not a big deal. Because it seems like your soldiers have to be really, really, really low in order to suffer any kind of detriment at all. We have actually never seen a soldier be so tired that they only get 3 AP. That said, even if the system's not actually having much effect in-game, if it's not having much effect in-game because it's making you play around it, like, that's still something. It's still doing something. So the Scylla is right there. There's an awful lot of enemies visible to us immediately, including one of the dangerous Chirons. You have 1,000 health, you have blaster cannons, but these, didn't we determine these are like, yeah, super short range. So I'm not too afraid of this. We just got to get 1,000 damage on you. And we have multiple people who can mark you for death, and who has a shot right now? Curtis does. Curtis has got him. Lise has the shot, which means 2 shots. Pondus has 2 shots. Okay, we're gonna, I think, have a pretty easy cleanup here. Yeah, so what we really need to do is break the armor on the carapace and then just go to town, as hard as it is possible to go to town. Can I just slap on the mark for death from here? Yes, I absolutely can. Alright, let's do it. It is, as they say, about to go down. Can we... not super confident I'm going to get any contact at all there. All we need to do is get into a position where I can... it's actually really tough, though. I'm going to say a position where I can get even a couple of pellets to land. But I'm not actually even sure that closing up is going to give us a better shot. And I wonder if I'm best off... Yeah, like, wait for a moment like that. How many pellets do I shoot? 5? Where's Bave? Bave might be able to actually make this work. Bave's targeting is so much tighter. So, like, we do a dash to a position... Make sure I'm zoomed out all the way here. Do a dash to a position where I have a slightly tighter shot on it. Like, here is good. We can kind of just run into the open, since we know that it's going to be the end of the battle either way. Yeah, like here. I'm going to do very old school here, use my finger to mark the space we want to move to. Oh, well, it doesn't... It stops working if the camera moves like that. It was here, so it's going to be in that little corner. Okay. Yeah, this one. Move to here, armor break. And then we just dump 6 bullets in that general direction, and if even a single one of them hits, oh, we're gonna get really, really good damage here, actually. In fact, we we destroyed it already. Alright, well, let's make the thing happen then. Start with Pondus, because Pondus does good damage. Sorry, quick aim. Then start with Pondus. Wait, is that? Okay, that is the enemy. It's like, I can't even, with the coloration and everything, I can't even tell if I'm shooting at it. And then quick aim again. Okay. And then I guess we just have people who are not at max level yet shoot at whatever enemies they can hit. Let's get some XP going here. Yeah. I'm not actually sure. So it says in the Phoenixopedia that XP gained is based on contribution. I don't actually know whether it's better to just get hits or whether we're actually trying to cause damage. Because if it's damage we're looking for, then I should be doing this with the Iron Fury. Obviously, not you. But we're not going to hit most of these shots. I'm going to take 4 shots, and I bet one of them's going to land. I guess let's just try to make contact a bunch. We'll see how this works. There you go. That's contact. Okay, and then we also want to make sure the technician gets to do something. Vanessa, here we go.
Ready to engage.
Boy, these enemies are not actually visible. Like, ridiculous. Am I better off shooting at this thing or that? Well, I'm going to hit Bave if I shoot at the other thing. So yeah, we'll do this. I guess I don't need to be manualing that. That's pretty much the shot. Okay. That's a turn worth of damage here. And then let's wrap it up. Yeah, man. The degree to which citadels are easier than layers is just very silly. So, let's see who gained more XP. Okay, it looks like it's probably damage rather than, like, number of contacts made, because I think Vanessa hit fewer total bullets. Not like a super scientific test. So knocking out these 2 citadels is going to drop the level of oniric delirium across the globe back down to like 10% probably. So that's not a very effective tool for endangering our campaign progress here. Probably be able to do approximately the same thing with you. Built ourselves some fun new grenades. That means that the thing that Tiamat 1 was, or Manticore 1 was exploring turned out to be a haven. A destroyed haven, no less. Well, do we want to hit this exploration site? I guess let's check this out first. Okay, and who fired bullets? I mean, like, Pondus has full ammo. So sometimes it automatically reloads people. That's weird. There's just an empty magazine in my inventory? Nope, now it's deleted. So it was an empty mag stacked on top of a full mag, so there were 2 of them, but then when I moved it, one of the... Okay. That's weird. Do we want to take one of these, One of these... Where are they? Were we completing the right grenades? I thought I was completing, Yggdrasil grenades. Am I just not used to their appearance? So I don't see them here? Yes, here we go. This is it. Do we want to take one of these and field test it? I guess we should, but probably it's not Pondus who should hold that. Let's have Tiny do it. We'll go Yggdrasil grenade in place of this. Oh, they only have one weight. That's interesting. Let's give you a purification grenade to carry as well. Okay. And does Grandpa really need? No, he's fine. You're also fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's put down this this Scylla in approximately the same amount of time, and then get back to the business of saving the world. This is a real this is a real balance issue. They gotta do something about this. It might be the case that in general layers are not as bad as the one or two that we've done. I think the biggest problem with the lair that we did where it took like absolutely forever to do the mission was not really even that there's anything difficult about the mission type. It was just that the spawnery spawned on the lower level in a corner, so we had to cross the entire map to get to it. So if it were to spawn at the normal ground level almost anywhere, you'd have vision of it way earlier, and the difficulty would be way more comparable to what you see from a Citadel. Okay, we've started in vision of the Scylla again. How good's that shot? Oh, it's pretty good. So, exact same plan. Where is... Let's see if we can have Grandpa hit this shot. Oh, that's way more doable than it was last time. Alright, so if we have Grandpa move up to... Again, I do wish it was a little bit easier to tell what line is pointing to what. I want to move to, like, here, right? Because I want to clear this obstruction as much as possible, and it looks like there's not really another thing to get in the way.
Ready to fire.
What's that look like now? That's not great. Do I have movement left? Can I move, like, forward one more space? I can. Looks like I'm actually losing a targeting line, though. But forward should be better here, right? I think I'm losing the targeting line to the Arthron. Yeah, this is still okay. And yes, it is better. Okay. Try to contribute. Let's see here. Can we get it turning slightly to the side? It's actually maybe worse, because now that Smasher might absorb a shot that would otherwise hit the carapace. Yeah, we'll try it like this. Okay, 90 armor means I hit 2 locations, I think. Carapace is low, abdomen is out. We're going to do one more. See if we can't get the last little bit of armor taken care of there. Let's try to, like, get the circle as full of stuff as possible. Okay, pretty good. And then Pondus, sorry, somebody's got to mark it for death. I should have done that first. Well, it doesn't matter, because Grandpa didn't actually do any damage. Okay, doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter whether we hit the carapace or the abdomen. Just do damage. And, like, the thing is, I'm talking about this being a balance issue. It is true that our team is very, very well suited to the task. But even if we didn't have the exact combination of stuff going on that we do have, even if we didn't have, for example, Pondus doing double damage with these initial sniper shots, like, we're using a very small amount of our team to do this. If we had to apply more people to this task, we totally could. Oh, you have a considerable amount more health than the last one. I guess that's a way of fixing this. Well, let's get some good damage on that abdomen. Cause ourselves another bleed. Then we have... Can Bave hit from here? Do I need to move up first? It's a little ugly. Hold on, let me let it animate a little bit. Yeah, when it turns like that, it's better. It's still not totally great. So yeah, okay, sometimes the Scylla has enough health to make this plan not totally ideal. I can Adrenaline Rush and fire 4 times, which I think is probably what we're going to do here. Oh, it does cause an accuracy penalty. Interesting. Let's see. Rallying the troops doesn't really help, probably. It's probably better to just Boom Blast. Will Boom Blast let me fire deep enough? Actually, probably not. So we're probably only going to get 1 grenade no matter how we finagle this. But if I do Adrenaline Rush and then rally the troops off of Tiny, it does mean Bave will have an extra shot. Yeah, let's do this. I guess... Hold on. Do I want to try to dash up? Because Bave can really dash up. And if we could give ourselves a better shot... If we can give ourselves enough of a better shot by spending 1 action point moving to probably land more projectiles than we lose by losing the action point, then we should do that. I think that shot's going to be a lot better. God, Bave's fast. Like, it's a little silly how fast. Okay, now we Adrenaline Rush. Oops, that's the... For some reason, the thing is not moving in the order listed on the targeting indicator. Okay, so we'll do this. Then... Yeah, I think we're still going to get it in the first turn here. But this time it actually did rely on like using all of our very advanced abilities. So I feel a little bit better about the difficulty of this one.
Took one down.
Oh, I forgot to have Vanessa do stuff. We definitely could have earned some more XP there. I got into a place where I was actually concerned that we might not get the job done. Okay, that's interesting. So when Vanessa didn't do anything at all, 35 per... Okay, actually, this is hard evidence, right? Grandpa got 35 XP on the last one, even though he landed some shots, because he did 0 actual damage. Vanessa got 45 because Vanessa did a small amount of actual damage. So it totally is just damage that is considered. Making contact with abilities that don't deal any immediate damage does not earn you XP. Which, again, is kind of a balance issue in terms of, like, it's already the case that doing damage immediately is better than not doing damage immediately, so systems should really not reinforce that. Whatever. It doesn't matter too much. So, yeah, an Eric Panic down to, or an Eric Delirium, rather, down to 12. Very under control. What do we do with Manticore 2 now? Do we just go back to a base and rest a little bit? I guess we don't really have anything, like, terribly pressing to accomplish here. Down to here, I guess, so we can help with the exploration. Alright, no hostile forces have been detected, but there are probably resources we can use here. Indeed. Also, our operatives have discovered a former Phoenix Project site, an advanced genetics lab intended to replace some of the Phoenix Project's aging research infrastructure. It was shut down in 2019 and sold to a startup that produced 5G-compatible automated juice presses. There's nothing left of the Phoenix Project equipment that was sold along with the lab, but the half-finished executive relaxation area that was being built in 2030 when the company's stock crashed is easy enough to dismantle. There are also crates full of unsold juice packets, which oddly enough seem not to have expired. Do not drink those. I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you people. Don't do that. Don't put those into your body on purpose. Hold on, so is that Tiamat 1 finished the search, or Manticore 1? Yeah. Okay, so I'll have Manticore 1 do this, and Manticore 2 do that one. Or I'll have Manticore 1 do this.
Construction complete.
Okay, you guys, you don't need to chill out. Our operatives have discovered an unsettling sight. On a hill near the ruins of a burned-down haven, 8 new Jericho soldiers have been beheaded. Their heads, still wearing their helmets, have been placed on spikes. It's impossible to know what happened here, but it can't have been good. You know, I have a guess or two. I literally, when I read this, I literally almost said, hey, free helmets. I thought about it. I mean, the button's not wrong. I almost want to click on it just because it's the most right. If we inform New Jericho of our discovery, we will probably improve our relations with them, and also we did just gain 20 approval from all factions for wiping out those citadels, so I wonder if we could get them to reverse the war declaration? I'm gonna do this for that reason. A message from New Jericho thanks us for the information and asks us to bury the soldiers' remains. There is no comment as to what the soldiers may have been doing. We could also still steal the free helmets. We should do that. I don't get the option. Okay. Diplomacy. So we're down to only 75% hate. Apparently not enough to reverse the thing. I wonder if we got it clawed back a little bit more, so beyond those 25% thresholds, I wonder if that would cause them to no longer be at war with us. Unfortunately, it's not really a good way to test that. Oh hey, we finished building that virophage rifle. We should probably build a couple more, right? We'll field test that as well. I mean, we have a lot of sharpshooters. Give me like 4 of these. Because if the virophage does any damage at all, that plus a base damage of 110 makes this a pretty damn good rifle. And also, we are a day 19 hours from the other research we were supposed to do. Wait, am I not allowed to explore that? Huh. Wait, really? But why am I not allowed to explore that? Oh yeah, we do need somebody to deliver that music back to James O'Hearn. I suppose that can be a thing we send Manticore 2 on. The Manticores are so fast now. Yeah, sure, let's go ahead and wrap this up, I guess. It's something to do while we wait. Manticore 1 has flown over a burned-out truck. The engine and cab appear to have caught fire, but the container section looks intact. A small cache of food has been found, which we do not need. Can I have Manticore 1 check this out, or... Also, no. I guess that exploration site was... That's all we get. Okay. Well, that being the case, what do we do? We're kinda out of stuff to do while we wait for research to complete. Maybe that's a sign that I should have built more research stuff? We could go search sites in the mist, I suppose. I don't really want to get ambushed in the mist, though. It's not a good time. Maybe we just go home and wait? Like, go back to Phoenix Storage 1 or something, just to try, like, fan our units out a little bit more. The Tiamat 3 has flown over a flashing beacon. After landing, our operatives have approached the source of the signal. It's an old emergency searchlight, all that's left of some kind of camp out here in the middle of nowhere. There's blackened bones and bodies everywhere. This happened years ago, but it looks like there was one hell of a fight. Yeah, search it. Hey, what a surprise. A cache of resources has been found. See what's in here. Looks like we are kind of just out of stuff to do for a little while. Do I want Manticore 1 here, or do I actually want to be waiting? I guess we should wait at Symes, right? Because our troops could be gaining XP that way. Is there... There's a soldier here. Wait, is there, or is it that vehicle? Yeah, it's just the Mutog. The Mutog does not level up, so we don't really need to take him anywhere. He can just stay here. Look at your cool Ankylosaurus tail. What a hero. I don't even want to put him into battle, because I'm so afraid something would happen to him. He's like our mascot. I guess, yeah, let's go to Symes, because that's where all the trading stuff is. And the crew of Manticore 1 desperately needs it. Tiamat 3 has a scavenging mission. I don't think we're going to bother. They're just, like, not worth doing anymore. And you don't even really get enough XP for it to be worth running. O'Hearn takes the sheet music without speaking, sits down at his piano and begins to play. It's a beautiful melody, full of longing and hope. Only at the end is there a discordant note, as O'Hearn's expression briefly changes and his hands tremble. But the moment passes, and then he seems himself again. I want to thank you for returning this piece of myself, O'Hearn tells our operatives. I've felt fragmented lately. The pressure of keeping this place going when not everyone believes in my leadership. I'm not quite the person I used to be. But I hope this will help, as strange as that may seem to you. And here's your payment as agreed. Thank you again. That's, like, pretty serious payment. I guess we're in recruitment mode again? We could bring on a couple more soldiers. We probably don't need them to be technicians, though. Over here, we have a priest who is pretty cheap to bring on, and priests are definitely useful. You guys are totally good. Alright, we'll recruit you, and then... we really don't need technicians. Here's a non-elite troop. Just a random heavy? I'll take a heavy.
Word has reached me that the disciples of Anu have begun training missionaries in an effort to convert more people before the liturgy of the divine flesh. While New Jericho supports religious freedom, we hold that religion is a private matter. When religion becomes a tool of the state, dogma becomes a weapon, and grasping for the minds of our people becomes an act of war.
Something tells me that New Jericho has a de facto state religion, and they just, don't say anything about it. They probably don't really feel this way about all religions. Hey, the disciples have the right to spread their beliefs at the very least. The real question is, do I say to him that the truth of the Exalted must be spread at any cost? I kind of want to say something to him to make him calm down so that we can maybe get ourselves out of the at-war status. But actually, being at war with them hasn't cost us anything yet. And we are totally on the side of the disciples. You know what? They have the right to spread their beliefs. You leave them alone.
I understand the urge to look for easy answers, whether they're in politics or religion. But that is an approach we can no longer afford. Instead, we must employ reason to understand the nature of the threat we face and act accordingly.
Yeah, that guy's, I'm imagining, using a very restricted definition of reason. Tiamat 3 has encountered a large group of Anu pilgrims following the path to the hesychastic ziggurat, a nearby sacred site said to bring peace and oneness with the dead god. Yeah, accompany them, of course. Pilgrims are a merry lot, and at our offer of assistance they spontaneously break into song. Making so much noise seems quite foolish, but by the time they've arrived, it's hard not to admit that they understand this world and know how to move within it. 30 skill points have been obtained. What a very useful thing.
Construction complete.
Imar is under attack by Pandorans. How bad is it? It's pretty damn bad, actually. Who is closer? Is one or two... They're both not close. I'm concerned that we're not going to be able to save these people. I guess let's have... Maybe we have both Manticore 1 and 2 fly there, and if somebody gets there, they just try to take care of it. I do not have a lot of faith in our ability to get there. So we're moving to this haven. If I try to fly over here... Okay, the path takes us to the haven we're going to anyway. We may as well continue the flight and get the recruit. Ooh, wow. Those guys are super screwed. Yeah, sorry. Even if I was inclined to help you, there's not a lot I could do. Okay, let's also have you fly over here. I don't know that either of you are going to make it in time. Actually, it looks like we are. It looks like Manticore 2 is, or Manticore 1 is totally going to make it.
Haven destroyed.
Oh, how close were we when it happened? Really close, actually. Oh, no, sorry, that's Rand. Rand was destroyed. Of course they have a haven that's called Fort Rand. Man, you guys are cartoon characters. Alright, do we want to build some more of those grenades? It's hard to know because we haven't gotten to test them yet and we don't know if they're worth the resources. Is there something else that I would like to build? Did we build that suit of armor? I think we did. The extra jetpack armor for that guy? Odin Golem B. Yes, we did. Okay, so that's not on the table. We probably don't really need to build another vehicle. You know what? Actually, another flying vehicle would be really handy. So maybe we don't pay any more materials right now. Another Manticore would actually be pretty useful because we actually have, or a Tiamat even. We have enough soldiers now that we could use another one. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna have Manticore 1 attack here. We're gonna see if Manticore 2 can reach. And then we'll, after we resolve this, we'll do some resource trading. Okay, and you're already on a thing. 15 attacking strength is pretty scary. I think they're gonna make it in time. The Tiamat 3 has encountered a weather anomaly. On an otherwise clear day, a tornado that appears to consist of some kind of greenish gas is raging across the countryside. Such anomalous phenomena are the result of the planet's gradual change into an alien environment, and would be worth studying, but there is a definite risk to our craft. Here's the thing, studying this is just going to give us tech, not materials, and I don't know what risk to our craft actually means. I can't imagine we would, lose the Tiamat. But let's study it and find out. Oh, research, not tech. Yeah, that's, huge. It's been a rough ride for our operatives on the Tiamat 3, but the data they've collected is invaluable. Our planet is changing, and we need to understand how. Ain't that the truth? I didn't even realize the aircraft could take damage. Oh yeah, it totally has a health bar. That's never been relevant before. Well, this seems like it would maybe be a good time to just fly back. The vehicle bay at Phoenix Transfer is powered, right? Yeah, everything's cool. We have living quarters and a training facility and a medical bay. And quite a lot of free power consumption. Hold on, I'm not paying materials for a thing. I was just talking about how our materials are already devoted to a thing. Okay, we made it. 14 attacking strength. We could really use those materials. The food's pretty irrelevant. I mean, I think this is right, and I think it's worth taking it on with our best unit. Oh, hey, we're allowed to use more people, more bodies. Are these the two that we want? Or do we want to bring in Canalian? We probably don't need another sharpshooter. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about this, but that's actually pretty handy. So Marina really can't afford to carry another thing. We do have a bunch of extra Phoenix skill points. We could just pour some strength on you. Ooh, also you should... Well, that's right, you don't need return fire because you don't use a weapon that's return fire capable. But we could give you one. Like, if I bought you 3 points of strength and then pressed a rifle into your hands, then we could switch over to the rifle at the end of the turn, and if Marina got shot at, then at least we'd get some return fire. Honestly, though, heavies tend to stand back. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. It's unlikely that it would be meaningful. Your ammunition is not 100% full. Lise is totally fine. He's totally fine. You're totally fine. Okay, let's deploy. 15 attacking strength is maybe going to be a little dangerous for us, but I think we will probably pull through. I think we would have pulled through just fine with only 6 people, and with 8 we will definitely. Although I'm not 100% sure what those other soldiers are going to be bringing, because I can't remember who has what abilities. They're both half assault, so it's an assault heavy, an extra assault heavy, although one without boom blast, And then the other one is like Bave, is an Assault Berserker, I think, with armor break. We're basically just building a second Bave, because Bave has been very good for us. Alright, what can we see? A Scylla with... Have we ever seen the big wing part here before? I'm not sure. Instills Frenzy. Ooh, Monster Leap. Is that what that is? Is that the Monster Leap part? Nope, it's just a weirdly shaped carapace. I wonder how many legs we have to remove to get rid of the Monster Leap. It's probably all of them, right? And we also know that there is an Arthron over here with Pincer and Shield, so a real, like, priority C kind of enemy. Well, let's have Grandpa start us off by armor breaking, right? Maybe move up a little bit first. Up to, like, here is maybe not even a better angle. That statue is still... You know what? It's less in the way. Yeah, I think we're going to just power the Scylla down real fast. We definitely want to make sure we kill the spawning abdomen.
Yeah!
So we'll go armor break with the acid gun. Like right there. Try to hit as many parts as possible. Ooh, minus 90 armor makes me unhappy. What did I actually hit? I did hit the abdomen. I didn't hit the carapace. Hit the torso. Should I do it again? No, I mean, everybody can just pump damage into the abdomen. Has 1180 health. That's not really that much. I'm disappointed that that Pondus doesn't have vision from starting location, though. And we're going to go ahead and go all out on this, because our lives are going to be so much easier if this thing's dead before the battle starts. Alright, so Pondus can just vanish, get an action point free move. Do you have vision of it from here? No, that's a bad spot. Yeah, I'm going to have to just run out into the open. So I can move as far as this, where I do have vision, but it's probably going to be pretty obstructed by that big statue. Like, here and here are both good. Okay, hold on. Let's have Lise take her shots. Because I think we're going to potentially be obstructing her. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just... We're going to go ahead and spend all the will. And maybe she has to spend a turn recovering later. Let's make sure that we get rid of this abdomen.
Attempting to acquire target.
Yeah, this one definitely has some HP. You know what we should probably try to get the kill without spending Pondus's turn if we can. Ooh, am I actually going to get all those hits? I wonder. Well, I'm shooting through cloth. Yeah, probably. Let's go ahead and adrenaline rush it.
Acquiring target.
Just pour some damage in here. Wait, let me let it animate a little bit here. Turn the other way. There we go. That's what I wanted. You fool. Let's see if we can get it to do that animation again. Yep. Okay. And we can even run to cover. So the fact that we were able to do that without spending Pondus's turn means Pondus can instead try to kill this guy. Can maybe get ourselves to... Or we could have other people move around and just, like, scout a little bit. I kind of like that. Let's get you up here. See if we reveal any additional enemies. Because there's got to be more stuff, right? A force strength of 15 is not a Scylla and an Arthron. There's going to be sirens somewhere. They might be in the other buildings, though, so it's a little tough to know exactly what we're looking for. Vanessa, why don't you move over to here? Just trying to, like, get vision in as many different directions as possible. We might just have to wait for the enemy turn to get more information. Which means I don't think I'm going to spend any action points. I think I'm just going to have Pondus take a totally normal shot. Ooh, or maybe we just want Pondus to climb. Because obviously, she's way more dangerous from a raised position. Who else is left? Who else could kill this guy? Well, Marina could maybe... Yeah, why don't we try some of this? Let's see if we can destroy that dude's cover. Oh, interesting. A suggestion that there might be additional enemies. Do we want to fire a Fury Rocket? Yeah, I probably want to get damage with her, right? She needs to get leveled up. And she's already in a pretty safe location. Okay, do you want to run over to here and just try to get me some more vision? You're pretty tough, right? 25 armor? Yeah, 25 armor, quite a bit of health. Let's see about revealing some of these enemies.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, it's an Arthron and a Triton. Arthron with a functional launcher arm and a Triton that looks like it's holding an assault rifle? Oh no, that's a laser sniper. Okay. That said, it's down a low arm, so it lost its torso. So it was probably a healer. Because if it was a Pain Chameleon, it would have moved after the first grenade, but it no longer has healing abilities because it's been damaged so badly. Alright, well, you can find the cover. That does change things a little bit for me. I don't know exactly how, but what does that compel me to do? I mean, obviously Tiny's going to be able to cause a lot of damage here, but we should try to cause damage with other people.
Loud and clear.
And Grandpa could get like a really bad shot. We can move to here and get like a reasonably safe one. I can't see how I could possibly hit anybody. Alright, I guess we'll try it. Wait a minute. Really? With this pistol we don't have a shot, but with this pistol we do? How does that make sense? Just aim in the same location, you big idiot. Right? Like, this shot would be fine if I took it with the Iron Fury. But with the Iron Fury, he won't lean out of cover. Well, that's curious. Why? Oh, it must be a range issue. These pistols actually have different range? Effective range 17 versus 14. Yeah. Huh. I mean, I have a shot from right here. This is not a difference of 3 distance. I don't know, man. Some of the systems in these games. Oh, interesting. I can't shoot through that glass. Well, we can just have you move.
Going. On it.
Okay. That guy's launcher arm is no longer potentially an issue. So I guess we could afford to have Grandpa just stand in the open. We don't really need to spend grenades here, like... I guess what am I saving them for, though? It was worth a shot. Wasn't super likely to land, but it was worth a shot. I might have Bave run up here. I'm just thinking, Bave is so fast that he can probably, like with a single dash, he can make it to just about anywhere on this roof next turn.
Heading out.
And then you cannot generate a shot. Yeah, and you don't have a weapon that that shoots for fewer AP. So maybe your deal is you just run way up here and we look for a vantage point next turn. Because this is maybe all the enemies, but probably not, right? Indeed. Apparently I'll have a shot from up here.
Moving out.
Okay, well, we'll see what it looks like next turn. And since we know there are multiple enemies left... Ooh, wait, could I get close enough to throw a virophage grenade? I guess this is maybe not a great test, because that guy's just going to run... They're all going to either die or run off, right? Yeah, I'll save the virophage grenade for the Chiron. We'll just dump this. There's no reason not to fire a grenade. I don't know what I'm talking about when I say, oh, is it even worth the grenade? Like, a single grenade is such a small number of resources. Why not do it? Alright, so that's a kill. You're going to bleed out. You're alive, but weaponless. Just run over here.
Let's go.
Okay. A very successful turn, I would say. Interesting. Oh, that's a shame. So that's an Arthron, probably? There's a siren underneath. Yeah, but you're just gonna leave. That's fine. That's maybe also an Arthron? The poison spit? Ooh, maybe not. And very lucky for us.
I'll be okay.
Oh, right. When civilians die, it can panic people who are on low will. Okay.
I'm ready.
We probably want to get vision of the enemy in here so that we can make some decisions.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, there we go. Is in fact an Arthron. Which means that there's another Chiron somewhere. That's a civilian who's been poison spitted. But you took like a sniper shot from somebody, and I don't really know what to do about that. God, Babe's fast. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough will, due to the death of that civilian. Don't quite have enough will to dash and then armor break, which is what I'd really like to do here. And so it's hard to know if I'll actually be able to kill that one, that siren. Where's you? Also, wait a second. Oh, that's right. You don't have full action points because I used some of your action points. That's why. We could drop down here and get vision of this enemy. I do kind of like the point-blank machine gun. Not 100% sure that that's a safe location to be in, though, because like there's a person with a sniper rifle somewhere who shot the technician. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It's aggressive, but it's very likely to result in an immediate kill on this Arthron, and I think that's hard to turn down. So let's see here. We're going to do 52 damage times 12 with... The game says this is a definite kill. So the first shot's going to do... I think the armor break's applied before the hit. Basically, I'm trying to figure out if it makes sense to use armor break, or if we definitely have the kill without it. If we use armor break, it's 100% for sure. Otherwise, the first shot's going to have to go through 28 armor. And then the next shot goes through 26. The final shot is almost unarmored. You have to get through 300 health. And if I do this wrong, we don't get another chance. It is kind of weird, like, we get a red indicator of certain death only when aiming at certain places and only for a second. Ugh, I can't do the math in my head. 28 plus 26 plus 24. There's probably a good formula that could be applied here for adding numbers in this kind of series, but listen, I haven't taken a math class in a really long time. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the button. Let's not mess with it. Doing this is gonna put me on enough enough will points that I can do it again next turn no matter what. And then we can just shoot here where there's 0 chance of missing, because the first shot is going to remove all of the armor. We get our 2 will back, and then, yeah, everything's fine. Now, we have some other problems. I don't know where that sniper shot came from. So Vanessa's just, like, in some danger. I do wish that we had armor break on Vanessa. That would be awfully handy right now. You don't have enough action points to pull a grenade out of your pocket or anything. Like, I could throw down a turret and still be able to move 2 spaces, but that doesn't get me to any place really safe. Boy, I sure wish it was 3 instead of 2. Alright, can we get... I have to move a lot to be able to shoot that siren.
Yes.
What about you? Can you shoot that siren?
Good idea.
No, the arc doesn't really work. Yeah, that's a tough position for us. It's probably going to have to be Bave dashing. Bave can just run to right here. I suppose that works. Run to right here, armor break, and then do the thing. You can get in here and also take a shot. In fact, it's probably better for it to be your armor break. Even though that has a risk of causing you to panic next turn if bad stuff occurs. The relative value of Grandpa's will points is so much lower than the relative value of Bave's. Did I really only hit 1 location? That's a shame. Was it the head? Oh no, okay, I hit the head and the torso. It's just a very small amount of armor. Okay, so now Bave can run to here and take what looks like it'll be a pretty clean shot. Do I still want to dash just for the sake of not leaving Bave out in the open so much? Probably, and then I get like a really, really good shot. That's a better use of our will, I think. Because it leaves our positioning so much better. Okay, so where are you at will-wise? 0. If we were to kill something else now, that would panic this thing. So I would definitely rather put my resources toward getting a different kill and causing the panic, but I'm like looking at the situation here. I'm not 100% sure how I would do that. It's really hard to get a shot, though. Does anybody have anything? You don't have a direct fire weapon. I mean, we can try the grenade. This thing's in pretty bad shape. This might be a really good test moment. It's in bad shape as far as offensive potential goes, but it's still got reasonable health. Let's see how this virophage damage actually works.
On it.
Oh right, that's a problem. Bave is a little closer than I would like. Okay. So, straight up 80 damage. It didn't apply a debuff or anything, it just did 80 damage. And I don't have another one on in our inventory to just look at the values right now. And I sadly don't have anything I can do with a single action point except run away, which is probably what I do, because this thing can still melee us. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of options as far as dealing damage over here. What's your equipment? You have a launcher? So it's not very safe for me to just stand here. I mean, it would have to run over. It can only fire the launcher once. But probably the smart move is spend an action point moving away, and then spend the other action point healing myself with my arm. So how do we get any kind of value out of you right now? Could try just collapsing this thing's cover. Let's see about that. Let's see if that works. Well, I damaged the building, but not as much as I wanted to. And then we could dash you to a new location to put you in a place to better do something next turn, I guess.
Pushing on.
And I don't mind pushing way up with Marina, because heavy armor. If I tried to run over this way, where would I have to get to have a shot? There? I'm wondering if a combination of Vanish plus 2 action points worth of movement can get me to a place where I can quick shot that thing. Yes, they can. Vanish is so good.
Ready to fire.
Sniper Infiltrator is just, like, really powerful. Okay. You have certainly seen better days. And now that that has happened, how likely are we to be able to do any real damage here? I guess not very likely, unfortunately. Did it turn him around? It did. He completely turned around when I did that. Oh, because it changed his cover situation. He's now just in low cover behind this thing. That's actually a huge bummer. That's a real problem. Alright, yeah, just get over here and arm heal yourself. And Bave just runs over to here. Try to put ourselves less in a position to be meleeed. You have a fraction of an action point left, so I don't know, just end your turn. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh, also that happens. Return fire on melee attacks. Return fire is powerful. It doesn't come up a lot, but it's powerful. Okay, that's unfortunate. 2 good assaults. That said, we might still have shots on this thing. Uh-oh. That's an enemy. Ooh.
Target's still active.
Okay, Bave is in some trouble. He's not going to die. He has 20 points of bleed on 31 health. But we came actually pretty close to losing him here. Okay, you survive. You must heal. Absolutely required.
I just need to catch my breath.
Because otherwise you will bleed to death at the beginning of your turn. And then we've got to have this guy, right? Should be easy enough. I mean, I should let the other guy have the kill if we can. That looks pretty good to me. We don't need, again, math. This one only has 203 health, though. I don't think we need the armor reduction. We'll just aim a little bit low. Well, if I aim low, I'm going to miss some of the shots, though. Yeah, we'll just aim like this to do maximum damage. All of the shots are hits. Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate. I guess, again, it is the case that Bave's will points are a little more valuable than everybody else's, so in a sense it's good for him to get the kill. This is probably an opportunity for Vanessa to pick up a pretty easy one. Oh, really? We have a remove Mindfragger ability. I don't think I realized that. I can just run over and electric strike you. We've never done that. What does electric strike actually do? So it's just a stun? Alright, I'll take this instead then. At this range, I can put the shots wherever I want. Like, into your arm, or into your... Oh, this arm doesn't have any armor at all.
Gotcha.
It kept animating during my shot and made me miss a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's good XP. You are panicked, so I could just leave you, I guess. So that the other assault can pick up the kill next turn. Wow, that was really good damage. Holy crap. Speaking of, picking up XP. It's not too bad for one action point. Oh, actually, yeah, Grandpa can clean this dude up. Oh, is that our sniper? Yes, it is. Alright, well, I sure wish Babe could move. Currently panicked, though. It's been a difficult mission for remaining sane if you're an Arthron, or if you're a Pandoran. Lots of bad stuff's happening here. Well, you know, you're not gonna hit anybody else. You may as well spend your action points this way.
Shot went wide.
Would be neat to hit.
Couldn't connect the shot.
Alright, so Bave doesn't have a shot at that guy, huh? Really, trying really hard to switch to Bave. Oh no, I already switched to Bave. I was successful earlier. Yeah, this is worth armor breaking. Alright, broke its gun, destroyed its face. I destroyed it right in the face. You don't actually get to do anything. It's not impossible that we could find an angle on that Triton. I guess it doesn't really matter. Should probably be focused on the goo thing. Although I think there's pretty good odds that it's just going to run away.
On my way. Let's see now.
I wanna... Maybe I want to try to kill you? Oh, never mind. I don't have a shot on you. It's hard to imagine going back to the machine guns. Like I've been pretty impressed with the performance of that machine gun on the assault, but man, grenade launchers are good. So we could dash out to like here. Can't find a shot on any of the enemies, huh? That guy's like very far away. I guess we could dash out to here. And then I could try to find her one more action point worth of movement. Nope, not even going to be able to get an assault rifle shot off. Well, I guess that being the case, we just, like, run way deep, right? Try to find her something next turn. That's unfortunate. Nothing we were going to be able to do about that. I believe the arm heal does not remove poison, so I couldn't even have had Vanessa run in and get a save there. That's some wild decision making. The only units that I have over there are already gooed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Civilian deaths. Listen, civilian deaths are unfortunate for a lot of reasons. This is one of them. This might be a time to use your assault rifle, actually. I do appreciate this thing coming forward like this. Ah, that's a shame. We hit way below expected value on that second volley. Hold on, let's see if it pokes its head up a little bit. There we go. That's a much better shot. Okay, I do believe there is only one enemy remaining.
Executing.
And this should be a fair amount of XP on our less leveled soldiers. That actually went down pretty smoothly. We only lost 2 of the civilians. Again, I like the building defenses. It doesn't seem to matter how many we save. I guess it goes into the general XP, which results in extra Phoenix skill points. Level ups on 2 people. Not too bad. Yeah, I should have the 2 Manticores work together more often. So again, at this point, I think we're in a place here where there's not a lot for our units to do. We just kind of sit around and wait for research to complete. We get 6 hours on that. Ooh, we discovered a Pandoran lair nearby. Well, obviously we're going to wait on that a little bit. So let's go ahead and, I know we're over the hour here, but I would like to make the resource trades and start building another Manticore or another. It's probably going to be a Tiamat. We'll build another Tiamat. Before I forget, because I will forget if we wait for tomorrow. You guys move to there, and the crew of Manticore 1 can just fly back to base. Let's do a food trade. Do we want to also pick up a soldier? No, because I want to... Right, I'm doing a thing with these materials. It's important not to get distracted. Actually, is it reasonable for us to do both, maybe? It's only 322. You know what? Let's just get the Tiamat in the build. We have enough soldiers for this to be a sensible thing to do, I think. Okay. And then we'll figure out whether we want to do more trading and hire another soldier or just get ourselves some spare materials or what. Later. Tomorrow. Sounds like a real tomorrow sort of thing. I have no idea, by the way, in case you were curious, why there is no music right now. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're making good progress. If our scientists would hurry up a little bit, we could probably have this whole infection thing solved already. Come back next time for that. We're totally going to do it. And we'll see you then.